Did Too Faced just take all of their older eyeshadow shades and put them into this palette? Hey everybody, we're back. If you're new, thanks for joining us. I'm Shannon, that's Coco. Click that subscribe button, please. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. Okay, y'all, today we are going to go over this bad boy here. This is the Too Faced Cinnamon Swirl palette. This palette retails for $48, so $50. You get 18 eyeshadows. Same amount of product in this palette as the previous palettes, the pumpkin spice, the gingerbread palette. Same amount of products, same amount of eyeshadows. Let's go ahead and swatch them. I will show y'all how I came up with this look and give you my thoughts on this. Let's go ahead and swatch these. They do have super cute names. It does have a smell. It's supposed to smell like cinnamon rolls. Honestly, it smells like cinnamon, but not like cinnamon rolls. They didn't really hit the mark there when it came to the scent for this one. But let's go ahead and swatch them. Okay, so you have Flower Power here, Doughboy, Frost Those Buns. This actually feels very creamy. And then, yeah, creamy. See Me Rolling is the brown shade. Uh-oh. Even the mattes feel really nice. This had a little bit of kick up there, but the mattes even feel nice. So here are the first four. Then we have Sticky Buns, Lick the Spoon, Muffin Top right here, and Love the Bun You're With right there. Did y'all see the Morphe Coca-Cola palette that looked exactly like a Too Faced palette but was not? I was like, what the hell? That one shocked me. Well, it didn't shock me, but I really had to like do a double take there. Okay, these are the next shades. They're super, super pretty. Then you have Sweet and Spicy here. They're very creamy. I'm Toasted. Excuse me, no. Stay Current right here, and then Cinnamon Swirl. Cocoa is all in the mix today, y'all. That's those four. Don't know if we'll be able to fit it here. We'll try. Look at these. They're beautiful. A little bit of kick up here though. And this is what that looks like. Not mad at them. I do feel like when you're swatching, you do get some of the product powder kicking back up. But while I did this look, that didn't seem to be an issue for me. Then we're on to the last row here. We have Sugar Rush, Gooey Goodness, Ready, Set, Bake, Sticky Fingers, and then we have two more after that. I didn't use the Sticky Fingers, but now I'm intrigued since I just swatched it, or since I put some on my finger. We'll put them over here. Here we go. Oh yeah, it's like a duochrome type of situation happening. Okay, here is that one. Turn the lights down a little so you could kind of get a better view. I feel like the lighting always changes everything, but if you don't have the lighting, then it's just dark as hell in here. Then we have the last two shades. Food Court, which is the purple shade, and that's the shade that I did use today. And then Batter Up, which is this very dark brown shade. What am I doing? This right here, that. Those two right there. Purple's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, that's the last two shades, the purple and the brown. And then we have the rest of the palette all right there. Okay. Let me talk about this for a minute, and then we'll get into how I came up with this look, which the look was super easy. Literally took me 10 minutes to do the whole eye situation, y'all. But let's talk about this, okay? So when I got this palette, I didn't get the lipstick. They do have the lipstick, but I felt like there was a good chance that that shade's not really gonna look that good on me, so I didn't get it. But it did come with a free bag, so I did get this from Ulta, and then it says Born This Way, and it's a little pink bag, so that's super cute, and it's actually a pretty good size bag. So I mean, you can't fit the palette in there, but you could fit, you know, the smaller palettes would fit in there. It's a good size bag, and then on the little tag here it says Too Faced, so I'm not mad at that. That was a cute little gift, so I'm grateful for that one. But let's talk about Too Faced, and I'm not gonna say they're tricking us. Okay, but I will say I feel like they tried to just play it safe with this palette. Normally with their holiday palettes, you have the pumpkin spice, the gingerbread palettes. They tend to have these type of fall shades. I feel like this palette, I feel like they didn't put a lot of thought into it. I feel like they said, let's go look at all the eyeshadow palettes that we've already made and pick shades from there and just throw it into this one palette and then charge people $50, because people like me will buy this just because you are a collector. And although the palette is beautiful, I will use the palette. I could piece this palette together myself. So I'm just going to show you. I picked a few other palettes that I have from Too Faced, and I started doing the math today, and I have well over $1,000 worth of Too Faced palettes. So do I really need this one extra palette? But the purple shade in this one is very similar to the purple shade in the peanut butter and jelly. Let's swatch them really quickly. I didn't swatch them, I just kind of, you know, looked at them. But look, this is the new palette, this is the peanut butter and jelly palette, and I mean, there's a slight difference, but not much of a difference. Then you have the That's My Jam palette, the little purple palette here. You have Ready Set Bake here, which is this mauve pink shade. And then you have Jam Session here, also a mauve pink shade. Slightly different. I feel like this one has a little bit more purple to it, but still very, very similar. Similar. Oh. See? I mean, there's a difference. This is a little bit more deeper. This is a little bit more bright, but still pretty similar concept. Not a very big difference. Then also in this palette, you have this shade here. This is Velvet Femmes, I think that's what it is. It's a brown shade. And then you have the Lick My Spoon here in this palette. You got some lipstick? Yeah. Very similar again. Slight difference, not a major difference. One is a little bit more deep. One is a little bit more on the peachy side, I would say. But again, I feel like they're just kind of doing one-offs of shades that they've already done. And then again, you have, this is the Gingerbread Extra Spicy. And I'm just gonna show you these one on top of the other. And oh, sorry. This looks very similar. These two look very similar. I mean, there's just similar and similar, similar and similar. It's just, there's so many similar shades that it's like, do you really need this? Do you really? Especially if you have all of the other ones. I mean, if you have all of the other ones, you're gonna buy this because obviously you're a collector and you feel like you have to, you're obligated to. And there is enough of a difference between each of these individually that makes me say like, okay, yeah, you know, I like this palette. But if I don't know, I feel like Too Faced, they almost never let me down. And with this one, they did not let me down because I love, love, love these shades. I'm obsessed. But I would have liked to have seen something a little bit different. I will say, I think because they have so many different palettes that it's bound to happen that you say like that shade looks like whatever shade that you had 3 years ago, and that shade looks like the shade from the Naked palette. Like I didn't even start pulling out Naked palettes. I just grabbed this, and I think I also looked at the Pumpkin Spice palette, and I did go through all of my minis, but I found a lot of similarities in this eyeshadow palette compared to the other eyeshadows that they have in the past. And the packaging is super cute. I'm not mad at it. I'm just simply pointing that out. Just pointing it out. Coco's all over the place today, y'all. I love the look I came up with. I definitely will keep this palette. If I wasn't a makeup collector, I probably wouldn't spend $50 on this palette. Although I will say the quality is there. The quality is here. I feel like Naked or Urban Decay, they've been letting us down recently, like seriously letting us down. Too Faced has not let me down with the quality. Occasionally with their holiday, their Christmas sets, it's like, you know, but in general with their normal palettes that they launch, I am happy with the quality. So I feel like I've gotten my money's worth with this. I'm happy with this one. Let's go ahead and jump into the look and how I created it. I really want to use this purple, but I don't know how I want to incorporate it into the look because I do want to do something a little bit more on the simple side. Let me think here. You know what? Let's just screw the simple. Let's go with a halo eye with the purple. I'm going to use this pink brush. This was in the Coca-Cola Morphe collab. I love the brush set that came with them. I did a video on it. I'll link the video and I'll link everything. I'll just link everything. Let's go in with that purple, and it's called Food Court. Little nervous because I don't generally go in with purples like this anymore. I used to, but not really anymore. Now I normally try to like keep it along the safe side of things. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I'm really liking this purple, actually. It's not as bright as I expected it to be. Okay, I'm gonna kind of blend this up some. Should have probably used a different transition shade instead of just blending it straight up. I'm just gonna do this with that same brush, and then I'm gonna go in with this pinky mauve shade right in here. This is Ready, Set, Bake. I'm gonna take some of that and just go right up here and kind of blend it together. And then I have this e.l.f. brush here. It's kind of like a tapered brush. I've had it forever. I think it's like $1. It is the e.l.f. Professional Defining Eye Brush. I'm going to take this shade here. It's Flower Power, and I am just going to put it right along here and then blend it down. Kind of working a little backwards here. I should have put a transition shade before I started in with that purple, but we're gonna make it work out. We're gonna make it work. It's gonna be okay. You gotta trust the process. I'm gonna take that same pink brush. There really, if I do this, there's like no product on there now. I'm just going to blend that Flower Power, flour as in baking, cooking flour, blend that on down. Honestly, this is the fastest, cutest look I've done in a while, I feel like. I mean, I'm trusting the process. When I saw pictures of the palette, I knew I wanted to like work with that purple and see what that purple was gonna do. Because obviously, if you look at the palette itself, that purple just really stands out. Not mad at what I'm seeing, but I do want to darken that purple up. So I'm gonna take the black brush from the Morphe Coca-Cola collab. I'm gonna go back into that purple. This is a little bit more of a dense brush, so it's gonna pack that powder on a little bit better, and I'm just gonna pack it on in there. Okay, I did it on both sides, but now I'm just gonna kind of like flick the brush up a little bit, kind of blend it up some, but I like how it deepened that look up a lot. Look at this, y'all, it's gorgeous. I don't really want to go with like these copper shades in here. I feel like I don't want that with the purple. I'd like something a little bit more light. So let's go with this shade here, Frost Those Buns. And I'm just gonna use my finger and put it here. Oh, wow. Wow. That actually showed up a lot more than I thought. Let's go back in with this purple brush and kind of blend it, not purple, with the black brush that had the purple eyeshadow on it, and kind of blend it on in there. Not mad at this. I feel like I want to blend my shades a little more. I'm going to deepen that purple up some. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my nail and I'm just going to kind of blend the gold into that purple. Yeah. Yes. Okay, y'all know I don't like to use eyeliners, but I do like to use eyeshadow. This is pretty much my go-to. It's a little Wet n Wild Panther single eyeshadow that I'm going to use to line my lashes. My favorite brush to do this, since I got that Morphe brush set, has been this brush here. Before I used a brush that was similar to this. I don't know what brand it was. Maybe Wet n Wild, maybe e.l.f. But this one is not as firm and it's a little wider. So this has become my favorite for that. Okay, this is the e.l.f. Eyeshadow C brush. I love this brush for doing this. I use it as a smudger brush. I love it. I don't think that's what it's for, but why would you break your makeup? No, don't do that, okay? Okay. I know that's not what this brush is for, but it works for me, so that's what I'm doing. I use this brush to do that, or also to pack the eyeshadow on. It just does really well with both because it's such a dense brush. Y'all, I am not mad at this palette. I mean, I have some thoughts about it, but I'm not mad at the look that I've created with this palette. Let's put it that way. I also want to use a shade in this palette as the highlight for the inner corner. So we're going to go in with this shade here. This is Gooey Goodness. I feel like that'll be perfect. And I have my favorite. This came in a Kylie brush set. They don't have names. I can't tell you what it is, but it has this kind of tip to it. So this is generally what I use for my inner corners. Coco's singing over here to y'all. Okay, we're just gonna pop this right in here. Oh wow, it's not too much. It's nice and subtle. I love that. I feel like if you used your finger, it probably would give you that boom effect. But I'm not mad at this. You know what? I'm really not. I'm really not mad at this. Let's actually just do a little of this too. Not mad at that. Y'all remember back in the day when we all used to do this? Let's do that too. Okay, I'm gonna finish this look up.
Look at my finger. Look at my finger. Look at my finger.
Okay, so this is the finished look, and y'all, I am not mad at this. I'm really happy with it. I finished off the lips with this Pillow Talk from Charlotte Tilbury. Very pretty color. I feel like this is just a basic shade that would go with this look, because clearly I don't know much else that would go with this look other than a nice neutral. But I feel like all in all, this is nice and it's not too much. When I do play with this palette some more, I would like to try, you know, the neutral tone, these warmer, like this warmer pink down here, the coppers, the browns. I would like to try all of these other shades, but that purple was just screaming to me and I had to use it. I didn't know I would use it like this, but I'm not mad at it at all. You like my makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, y'all, I hope you liked the video. If you haven't already, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, click the bell, and all those Coco's leaving me hanging here. All those good things.